Hey everyone, so this video has been a long time coming. I've talked about this in a few other videos, but it definitely deserves its own. Sexy Man by Aromi. Yes, let's get out of the way. The name is embarrassing. It's from a series that all of the names are embarrassing basically. They're like jokey kind of names like handsome, alpha male, cocky, even there's one called douchebag, like all this stuff. So I actually tried this very early on in getting more into fragrance, and I was just like, oh, okay, like a sample set, whatever. I didn't think the names were appealing, but I was just curious about the scents, and yeah, it ended up. I've said before on here that Margiela by the Fireplace is my favorite fragrance of all time, but really I think I would kind of have to go with this one because it's my signature scent. I wear it pretty much every single night. So, yeah. The notes in this are mandarin, cedar, incense, mint, exotic woods, and black suede. And it has both like a spray version and the solid cologne. At first I got the solid cologne version and I love that. Then I was like, what if the spray doesn't smell quite the same? But finally I got it. It really does smell very similar, but I definitely prefer the solid cologne. Something about it just really comes to life on my skin, and like the warm way that it interacts with the skin and just kind of the vibe it gives off. Yeah, I like that. But I do like the spray too. But so this has terrible longevity and projection. Even for me, who doesn't care about longevity and projection in most cases and is fine with a lower one, would like to get a little bit more. But I wear it to bed, and there's no other scent that I can think of that I wear to bed. But every single night, pretty much, I wear this one to bed. It's just like relaxing and just yeah. And I've mentioned this before on the channel too, but every single time that my wife has used the word sexy about what I smelled like, I was wearing this. Or no fragrance, ironically, but like if I was actually wearing something, it was this. And that's not an exaggeration. And she didn't know that it was that. She didn't remember, oh, it's that one, huh? I like to be funny or something. It was just like natural reaction. So I guess it is true to the name. And I'm glad that this was my favorite and not douchebag or alpha male or something. But yeah, this is. I'll spray it right now. It's just perfect to me. Perfect the way the citrus is like mandarin, so it's not too bitter and it's not too sweet. I don't notice any cedar really. The incense is very like kind of mild. That's kind of everything about this is just so well blended. So there's no harsh spots, but it's also not boring. And I've never smelled anything that smells exactly like it. The black suede is done perfectly. So there's this like hint of danger almost with the like incense and black suede type of thing, but then also like some sweetness, some freshness. Yeah, just really, really good. And I love it. I like having that as a nighttime routine to put it on before going to bed. I would definitely wear this more times than that if it had better projection longevity, but because it's so low, it would be like, okay, I get to enjoy it for 20 minutes and then it's gone. So that way I can like wear it to bed and just be cozy with that vibe. But yeah, I love it. I'll link in the description where you can get it. It's fairly affordable too. I mean, this is really small. It's like 30 mil or whatever, but I think it's like $35 or something like that. And I think it's only like $15 for the solid cologne. And this actually lasts me a decent amount of time. But yeah, I would recommend anyone who is okay with having some scenarios where you can wear a really bad longevity and projection one to get this sample set. They have feminine ones. I haven't tried those yet. I do want to try those to see what those smell like. And they have the masculine sample set. I would recommend getting the sample set. You get a little one of each because I was really impressed with all of them for the most part. And again, the one complaint, granted that is a big one to a lot of people, is the lack of longevity and projection. But I did think like, oh wow, okay, these definitely smell just exactly like kind of what I'm looking for, where it's a little bit unique but very like appealing and just smells good. So yeah, if you have tried any of these, let me know what you think, because I've never talked to anybody who's like, oh yeah, I've tried Aromi stuff for the most part, but somehow I did stumble upon their Etsy store pretty early on. And I guess I always say like, oh, Lovesick Witchery Hocus Pocus is the first indie scent that's been full bottle worthy for me. I guess technically this is indie too, but I didn't really think about it like that because it's not the typical type of indie that's always coming out with new fragrances and stuff. They kind of just have their lineup of the jokey scents or whatever. And I think they also do makeup or something that's kind of more their main thing, but absolutely love this. And I think that it would get compliments for sure if somebody's close enough to you within the 15 to 20 minutes after you wear it. But Yeah, if you've tried any of this, definitely curious what anybody else thinks.